Hi Kopites, welcome back to Reality versus Clickbait. In this video, we're going to talk about what's really going on with Liverpool. So what we do is we have a look at the tabloids, we have a look at X, we have a look at, anybody really that's got an opinion. And a lot of it is going to come from X because unfortunately it's a cesspit of opinions, isn't it? Let me just sort this out. It's spiking a little bit. Let's try that. Right, so Clickbait headline number 1: Liverpool in crisis, slot out already. Reality, yeah, it's been rough. 5 defeats in the first 11 games. That's not good enough for a club of our standards. But we've got to remember, this is a rebuild, not a collapse. So as we know, Arne Slot can't win, can he? I mean, everyone was saying, oh, he won it with Jurgen Klopp's team. So now that he's tried to build his own team, it's going to take time, isn't it? He brought, what, 6 players in the summer, and they are going to take time to gel. Injuries haven't helped, have they? We've had injuries to Frimpong, Alisson, Isak. It will take time. Also as well, if you remember, I know it's 2 completely different sizes, and Klopp didn't have 400 million to spend. But when he had his first couple of seasons, he didn't do fantastic, did he? He didn't hit the ground running the first few months of the season. If you go over to me Klopp's Cop channel, I've done up till January 2016 from his first press conference, and you'll see that the results are up and down. Clickbait title number 2: The fire's gone from Salah. Now this headline annoyed me, to be honest with you. Reality, not even close. Mo's carrying a massive emotional weight this season, not just Mo Salah. But let me just finish this off and I'll explain what I mean by this statement that I've wrote. The passing of Diogo Jota hit him hard. Jota wasn't just a teammate, he was part of Salah's inner circle, someone who brought energy and balance to the front line. You can see it, Salah's still working, still leading, but there's that bit of spark missing right now. And who can blame him? That kind of loss affects any dressing room. So I'm not saying it's all just Mo Salah that's, sorry, not my table then. It's not just Mo Salah that's struggling. I get that. But Mo Salah was very, very close with Diogo Jota. I mean, look at when it got announced in the first games and that he was crying, wasn't he, and stuff like that. But you imagine being with somebody, any line of work, not just football. Imagine being at work and your close friend at work who you're with 8-10 hours a day, 4 or 5 days a week, passes away. I mean, I've got a friend of mine at the moment who I used to work with who's struggling with cancer at the moment. He's going through chemo and stuff like that. So it does affect you. I mean, I haven't seen him properly for about 9 months now, 8-9 months. Last time I seen him, we went to Costa Coffee. I had a coffee, had a chat for an hour, and it was really nice to see him, but he didn't look well at all, and it's really heartbreaking. And that's somebody who's still alive. It's heartbreaking. So imagine losing one of your best friends and never being able to see him again. It is heartbreaking. It's not just about football, it's human. The team are grieving one of their own. So yeah, I think they're all struggling, aren't they? They've had Diogo Jota with them for what, 4 or 5 years, is it now? 4 years? And then he's just gone. It must be heartbreaking for the lads. Clickbait title number 3: Liverpool's signings haven't delivered. Injuries have wrecked any rhythm. Jeremy Frimpong has been in and out with hamstring issues, which kills our width and overlapping runs. Alexander Isak came in without a proper pre-season. His fault partly, but also bad luck. He's had niggling injuries ever since. So with the Isak thing, I do want to say that I think personally he went the wrong way about it. He shouldn't have went on strike. What he should have done was he's gone and done his pre-season training, played the matches and done it all professionally, so that when he came to Liverpool, he could have just kicked on, couldn't he? And then there's Alisson. You know, when he's out, the defence really struggles because, you know, when you've got one of the best goalkeepers in the world behind you, he can pull off some great saves and get you out of trouble. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm not knocking Mamardashvili, but he's not Alisson, is he? There's very few goalkeepers that are at the same standards as Alisson. No team on earth can cope when 3 of its key players are missing chunks of the season. That's not a failure of recruitment, it's just reality. So you can pick any team you want in world football. It doesn't have to be Premier League. In world football, you take their goalkeeper and 2 of their key players out of the team. What happens to them? Do you know what I mean? It's only maybe Real Madrid, Man City. Even Man City struggled, didn't they, last season with injuries and stuff? Clickbait headline number 4. The rebuilds failed already. Reality, not true. You've got Florian Wirtz, who's shown flashes of pure class. Kerkez, who's adapting, and Frimpong, when fit, is electric. It's a young side, full of talent and potential. They just need time together. Fans forget Klopp's first full season ended with 76 points, not 96. Slot's team's still in the early stages of that same journey. So yeah, I mean, you know, a lot of good players left, didn't they? You know, like Luis Diaz, I thought, yeah, he was greedy last season, but he made a difference, didn't he? When we were struggling, he'd pull off that bit of magic and score some great goals for us. You know, there's other players gone as well. You know, you've got Darwin Núñez. I know we all complained about him, but he popped up with goals. You know, it is a rebuild again now, isn't it? You know, and this team now is quite young. It's averaged, what, 25, is it? Once they click, there'll be no stopping Liverpool, in my opinion. The bigger picture, yes, the results are poor, but if you actually watch the performances, there's a clear pattern. We dominate possession, we create chances, we just aren't finishing them. The effort is there, the shape is there, the end product isn't quite yet. That's not a crisis, that's the team still learning how to be ruthless again, and they're learning each other's runs and everything as well, aren't they? So my final word, so before anyone screams slot out, remember this: the rebuild takes time. The injuries have been brutal. The loss of Diogo Jota has hit hard on and off the pitch. But the belief is still there. The spirit still there. And the fans, we keep the faith, because that's what Liverpool do. This isn't clickbait. This is reality. Facts, passion, perspective. You'll never walk alone. Take it easy.